Volcanoes are fascinating, powerful, and often unpredictable forces of nature. While we tend to think of them as dramatic eruptions spewing lava and ash into the sky, many are quietly rumbling under the surface, showing subtle signs of activity. Some are waking up after thousands of years of dormancy, while others continue to pose significant threats to nearby communities. The Mount Adams in Washington state. The largest volcano in the state by area and volume, it's recently shown signs of life after being dormant for thousands of years. Scientists have noticed an uptick in seismic activity around the mountain. The last eruption occurred between 3,800 and 7,600 years ago, when humanity was in the Stone Age. This recent activity has researchers on high alert. The U.S. Geological Survey has set up temporary seismic stations to monitor the situation, but they assure the public there's no need to panic. Mount Adams may not be as tall as Mount Rainier, but its large area makes it Washington's largest active volcano. Interestingly, before September, it had only experienced one small earthquake every 2 to 3 years since 1982. However, September saw 6 quakes in just 1 month. These were small, with magnitudes between 0.9 and 2, so they wouldn't be felt on the surface. The USGS currently rates the volcano's alert level as green, or normal, meaning there's no immediate danger. If Mount Adams were to erupt, it would likely produce slow-moving lava flows, similar to past eruptions. The biggest threat would be lahars, mud flows created by volcanic ash, rock, and melted ice. These lahars have occurred even without eruptions when weakened rock breaks loose, causing fast-moving, destructive flows. For this reason, the USGS classifies Mount Adams as a high-threat volcano. Another volcano to watch is Iceland's Katla. Last erupting in 1918, it is one of the most powerful and dangerous in the country. If it erupts again, it could be 10 times more powerful than the 2010 eruption of another Icelandic volcano, which disrupted European air travel. Katla's eruption would release large amounts of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, which could lead to global cooling as aerosols reflect sunlight. It would also disrupt air travel, harm agriculture, and potentially cause a tsunami. Katla erupts on a regular schedule every 40 to 80 years, making another eruption statistically likely soon. The 2021 eruption of Cumbre Vieja in the Canary Islands reminded us of its destructive potential. The lava flows destroyed over 3,000 homes and displaced thousands. Though scientists believe a mega tsunami is unlikely, the collapse of the volcano's western flank could still trigger a dangerous tsunami. In the event of future eruptions, Cumbre Vieja could cause extensive damage due to the size and dangerous nature of its lava flows. In Ecuador, Cotopaxi, one of the most active volcanoes, has been rumbling with minor eruptions since 2022. While the eruptions have been small, Cotopaxi has the potential for a major eruption that could threaten 200,000 people. The main danger comes from Cotopaxi's glaciers. If the volcano erupts on a large scale, the ice would melt rapidly, causing destructive floods and landslides. Monitoring efforts are in place to detect any warning signs. Mount Vesuvius, infamous for destroying Pompeii and Herculaneum in 79 CE, is still active. Its last eruption was in 1944, but it remains a major threat to nearby Naples, home to over 3 million people. While a large eruption isn't expected for a few hundred years, Vesuvius is closely monitored due to the potential for catastrophic damage. Another volcano to be aware of is Mexico's Popocatépetl, or El Popo. Located just 40 miles from Mexico City, it poses a significant risk to the 22 million people living in the area. Minor eruptions have been frequent since the early 2000s, and in early 2024, there were 13 small eruptions. A larger eruption could send ash over the city, disrupt daily life, and cause lahars to flow down the volcano. While talking about super dangerous volcanoes, we can't skip Yellowstone National Park. It houses one of the world's largest supervolcanoes. Its last massive eruption occurred about 640,000 years ago, but if this monster were to erupt today, the impact would be much more devastating for the entire planet. States closest to Yellowstone would be most affected, likely experiencing disastrous pyroclastic flows. These flows, which are made of a dangerous mix of lava, ash, and gases, can obliterate everything in their path. Large parts of the country would also be blanketed in volcanic ash, over 3 feet in some areas. On a global scale, an eruption at Yellowstone would send tons of ash and gases into the stratosphere, potentially blocking sunlight and causing global temperatures to drop for a few years. This would disrupt agriculture, collapse transportation systems, and create food shortages on a massive scale. Still, even though there's a popular myth that Yellowstone is overdue for an eruption, geologists clarify that this isn't true. Volcanoes don't follow precise timelines, and the activity at Yellowstone doesn't indicate an imminent eruption. So yeah, that's good news. While these volcanoes are all active and pose risks, current monitoring efforts are in place to give us early warning in case any of them show signs of danger. That's it for today. So if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Want to uncover even more secrets? Just click on one of these videos and keep exploring. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an amazing discovery.